we have Kawaki's new power fighting against Jura. And with the way he rushing him, it almost reminds me of that episode of Pop the Balloon where y'all know Aaron the plumber. This dude constantly running the fade. Shorty was roasting this dude. Like if her roast was a blicky, it would actually just be a Tommy gun. Constant Gatling assault. And then the moment she took a breath for air, he hit her with that TKO. I'll pop that fool. Boruto is on standby as of right now. Momoshiki lurking, probably around the corner or something and all that. By the time you whisper his name loud enough, he gonna pull up. Jura is like curiosity killed the cat. He sees something nice and he gonna sit there and wonder what it is. You think Jura gonna watch these dudes go Super Saiyan and he gonna stay in base? Oh, he got a final form. It's really just a matter of time. Jura was born at night, last night, technically. So at this point, this guy has the experience of a newborn. Despite reading many books and constantly going to the library, he's a classic example of, well, just because you studied business studies in college or business management doesn't mean you actually know how to run a business. With every anime, most antagonists usually tend to have a subsequent or a sequel type transformation. If Jura didn't, it would kind of just ruin the suspense. It's almost like Kaido being in dragon form and not having some sort of awakening hybrid form. I know people expected him to have some sort of awakening and another form beyond that, but let's be real, that would have just dragged the fight that much more longer. Now imagine if Naruto, the character, not the show, had zero transformations, no power growth, no chakra mode, no chakra eyes, no QB chakra mode, Biju mode, Baryon mode, six paths mode, just basic Naruto and his Kagebunshin. The boy would have been an afterthought in Kishimoto's pen.
What did he say?
Oh my god. Oh my god. If you like what you see and you'd like to see more, hit that like button, hit that subscribe button, and join the notification gang. So, I feel like the next time Boruto gets a power-up, or whatever final power-up Boruto and Kawaki gonna get, it's gonna trigger Jura to get even stronger. So, he gonna have another transformation pulling up. Either that or Code gonna stab him in the back and Code gonna be the final boss. But I also think they're gonna kill him off. But that's just me. Now, in regards to Kawaki's new power, like when we compare what he did versus what he can do now, he's definitely stronger. I'll give him that. But for example, when he fought with Boruto the first time or he engaged in combat, okay, I get it. His limiters were fully on defense. So at this point, the boy was borderline immortal. I ain't gonna lie, if I got in the ring with him, I can tell you now, I would have found a way around that. But that's just me. Now, he's a lot stronger. He has all attack and no defense. The moment you hit him with a nice leaf hurricane to the jaw, he's done. As of right now, he's definitely running game on Jura, but the question is, for how long? And he's already gone to the point where he's now using his karma. If that don't work, he's basically done. I'm really waiting for Boruto to really just pull up with that Momoshiki power-up and run the fade. Enough to get Jura to pull back. I think when Boruto gets his new power-up, I feel like it'll be a better use of his karma where he has full control over it and more versatility over his powers. When Momoshiki took over Boruto's body when they fought with Code in the pre-time skip, he used this move called the Rasengan to the point where he was doing like Rasengan bullets. I ain't gonna lie to you, that technique was so cold. I really thought that Boruto was gonna actually learn that. I have a feeling he does know it. He just hasn't found a moment where he should actually use it. And now that he has the flying Raijin, that under Momoshiki's command, gonna make Boruto a very dangerous opponent. He still has his Shadow Clone Jutsu, which he has not used till this day. And I'm guessing he probably has other lightning-based techniques. Boruto's gonna be dangerous, man. Especially with that new Momoshiki power-up. I don't really know what to tell you at that point. the thing is now, when Momoshiki comes back into the story, it really makes you sit there and think, how is he gonna sit there and represent himself? Is he gonna go on a rampage? I don't think so. I think Boruto would have a better sense of control over the ability, not complete control, but enough control to the point where he doesn't go on rampage. But I feel like as of right now, the only people in his proximity are Kawaki and Jura. Naruto's not there, so he really has nobody else to go after at this point. He knows for a fact that Jura's trying to kill him, and as a byproduct of making sure he don't die, he gonna fight with Jura. And I definitely feel this will push Jura into a corner. He won't get a power up now, but he's gonna learn enough about the world where the concept of love that he's highly critical of, he might actually use as a way to make himself evolve. But that's all speculation. Jura so far hasn't shown us much. I think as of right now, he has the Biju sniper, the Biju bombs, physical brute strength, flight. In terms of abilities, we don't know what he's capable of. I don't even think he knows what he's capable of at this point. He's fought with everybody. The only person who might be able to test his abilities or test his limits is Damon. But at this point, we just don't know how strong Damon is. He's the strongest, allegedly, but the only way we can really find that out is really based on Damon getting into actual combat. He fought with Himawari, turned her into a human soccer ball, kicked her around, and beat her ass. Now, I don't advocate for beating little kids and whatnot, but clearly he had to demonstrate, he had to Warren G regulate the situation. Don't know why I used that as a reference, but it sounded kind of cool. Question to the universe. Have you ever seen a villain or a final antagonist with only one form? That's like playing a Final Fantasy game and the final boss having one boss transformation sequence. Imagine fighting a Kingdom Hearts 3 boss and there's only one sequence. At this point, you're better off just taking the game back. But I have a feeling he'll have another form, and I feel like this form will definitely be stronger, but the abilities and the powers that Kawaki and Boruto will gain, maybe from Shibai, who could be a final opponent, might be enough to sit there and either seal him away or put him down for good. But one thing for sure is that they're definitely going to need a power-up to fight him, because as of right now, Kawaki might be landing a lot of blows, just like Boruto was, but he ain't doing much damage. And I mean, what is it now? It's like the 6th, the 5th? We gonna find out in the next couple days, especially based on the next teaser that actually shows up. Code as of right now seems to be the one factor that we can't really count on. Well, I won't say count on, but we can't really anticipate what will happen to next, as he clearly has an agenda of his own. I think they might give him the Orochimaru treatment, but even though they intended to kill him off, they kept him around for a reason. Either Amato's daughter might become the final villain, or Code might jump in and betray Jura at the last minute. But I feel like Jura is strong enough and smart enough to anticipate if he's gonna get betrayed. And if push comes to shove, he ain't really got much on the Shinju at this point. So, but that's kind of just me. But yeah, what did you guys think? Did you guys like chapter 23? Did you guys not like chapter 23? Do y'all think Momoshiki pulling up in the next chapter? At this point, Kawaki's using his karma, and we don't really know where things are gonna go at this point. But yeah, either way, chapter 24 is almost here and whatnot. Let me know what you guys think. Like, comment, subscribe, and I'm gonna holler at y'all later, man. Peace!